Hey, what is up, all you mechanical maniacs? Hurst Quayzar here. Welcome back to Rot2Rad. That's right. This is a series where we go out in the junkyard and we bring something back into my garage here and we build it into something radical. I just want to say first off, thank you everyone who has subscribed to the channel and has liked the videos. We're nearing very close to 4,000 subscribers, so that's really a milestone in my head. I wouldn't have believed I would have gotten this far, to be quite honest with you. I just like playing a game and, I like recording and like talking to you guys and getting feedback from, people who play the game as well. Either this game or any of the other games that I have on my channel. Some games, they fare better than others, but I really appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you very much. And feel free to share videos. If it's your first time here, feel free to subscribe, hit the like button. Make a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. And again, just big thanks for everyone who comes by and participates. Really appreciate it. So speaking of participation, this series is part audience participation. So this is the last vehicle we did in Rot2Rad. This is the one we did last week. Now, we did it completely blue, basically. We did like a baby blue metallic underneath there, and we did like a deep metallic blue on the outside, which kind of looks like a Mercedes color anyway. And then I asked you guys, should I save it or do I sell it? Well, pretty much unanimous. It's a save. So this bad boy gets to go to my parking garage. I don't even know how many cars I have in my parking garage. At some point, I'll probably have way too many. So this is the truck that we did as a side project. As you notice, we don't have any side projects in there right now. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to move this truck over there and replace the Hellcat. Why, you may ask? Primarily because I've got a lot of classic cars out here, and that Hellcat and the Viper kind of stand out as too new of a car. So that's what I'm going to end up doing is actually, this is what I'll do. I'll show you how this is done. When you've got this quality of life mod, just go over here. We'll move this. We're going to move this into the garage, right? We're going to move it into the garage, and it's going to sit next to the truck. And then what we're going to do is we're going to send the truck into parking, and because that slot is open, the truck is going to go right into that slot over there. They'll go in, they'll go black. They'll come back in, and voila, truck is sitting here, and I'm going to send the SRT to my parking garage. All right, so it's going to go into the garage. So there we have a truck sitting out here. Looks beautiful out here against that purple. That's awesome looking. All right, so yeah, the Viper is going to be the next to go. The next classic car I find that goes over there, that's going to go over there. All right, so now what do we do? Well, we need to go out to the junkyard. We need to find something. The rules being this. Must be under 150,000 miles, though we have kind of tweaked that here and there if we found something decent. Something we haven't done before. That's primarily driver there. I would like to do, a different car all the time. And whatever color it is from the factory or the color it is when I pick it up, I cannot paint it that color. So that are the three rules. So with that in mind, we're going to jump right into the junkyard and see what we can find, right? All right, out here in the junkyard, let's see what we can find out here, shall we? All right, the Berlinetta at 166,000 miles. It's a little over the range. Here we've got the Stealth Hot Wheels Bone Shaker. It's got the Bone Shaker. I don't know if we've done a Bone Shaker in this series or not. I feel like we have. Okay, we got another Mustang here, a GT. So that's not too bad. I've got one of those already. What do we have here? The Sixon Sebulon. Not really what I was looking for either. This is Lacrosse Marcel. That's actually from the Taxi DLC. Okay, so we have a Benz. Yeah. What is this? This is Sunline Racing. It's a Lancer. What is this? What is this? Oh, what is this? Oh my. This is, oh, this is GW. What is GW edition? I have no idea what the GW edition is. But I think we found our car, ladies and gentlemen. I found, look, 134,000 miles. I am super stoked. Super stoked. What's the price? Yes, look at the price tag on that. Buy, yes. Go into my garage. I don't think I need to go any farther on this. But we'll take a look around just in case. Another Chinese car. We've done the vans before. We just got done doing that as a side project, as a side hustle. This is a Storm Chaser Camry. Yeah. No, I don't want to do that. Even though there's been a lot of storms in the Midwest here lately. What is this? Panther Performance. We have a Ford truck F100. That's not too bad. 148,000 miles. That's pretty cool. This is, of course, the drag build of the Bolt Cape. What else we got over here? Porsche. I think we found. I think I found what we were looking for. I think that's pretty much. That's going to be pretty much our vehicle right there. Yeah, I could do the Ford, but it is a Ford. I think we have done a Ford. I think we've got one out in the yard somewhere. So, actually, what I'll end up doing is buying it and probably selling it if I've got one somewhere. I think maybe I've done one in the other series. I think I have done one in the other series. This is just a regular Ford. It's not like a street version of the Ford or anything. Yeah, I think because I did it in green. I did it over on the Barn Bargains series. So I think we've got the Impala. I think we're going to head back to the garage. I think we've got our ticket. Let's go. All right, let's hit this thing. Oh, this thing is such a beauty. Oh, it's a beauty. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh. Okay, so because this thing is just a classic in my opinion, I am definitely going to be doing something a little bit different with this. I do not want it to build it into whatever this thing is. The GW version. I have no idea what that is. But, yeah, the rest of it has got a red interior, it looks like. So this is going to be interesting. Let's go ahead and send it back to the car wash. Because, man, a green car, red interior. You know where I feel like we got this from Gas Station Attendant, from Gas Station Simulator. They have green Impalas in there all the time with a red interior. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, so no interior on this, so this is going to be interesting. No interior, and it's green all the way around, so that's interesting. Let's go ahead and send you over into the first stall. The wheels and tires, I like the wheels and tires on it. I should say I like the wheels. We're going to change those tires. We're going to go ahead and fix up the body here. Unfortunately, we did not find a project car for in here yet, so that's okay. We'll figure it out. This bad boy here, with the red, that's not going to cut it, baby. Yeah, we're going to need something totally different here. Yeah, the green's not going to cut it. So let's go ahead and put you up in there. And take a look underneath the hood here. Oh, no oil pans. We don't need to drain oil out of it. Nothing but the fuse box. Go ahead and strip this fuse box out. So I don't remember if I asked you guys or not, but how are you doing? I hope this video was fun. You are all happy and healthy. Yeah, these videos, I tell you what, let's see, let's delete all that Hawaii state. We're gonna sell all parts. There we go. I hope, yeah, like I said, I hope this video is finding you all happy and healthy. It's been crazy in the shop. I mean, we're building cars right and left, and oh, look at the meats on the back of this thing. I'm loving it. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Go ahead, and I love the wheel selection on this, Golly. So, man, you've done a nice job on this. I like the wheel selection on this. I may go a little bit different, but honestly, I may stick with this. I like I said, I like the arrangement. Let's go ahead and disconnect the drive shaft underneath here. Go ahead, get rid of that. Same time, we'll get rid of the transmission. Man, I can't believe I was able to lay my hands on this thing and under 150,000 miles. That is awesome. Love it. This is probably I'm probably going to end up doing something, another tribute to my dad. If you remember back when we built the truck, this truck out here, my dad had a 409 in it. And it was about this color. Now it was like a long bed. It wasn't a step side, but it was, it was a Chevy pickup, square body. So, it's like it reminded me of my dad. This, I have another story for you. Yeah. Unfortunately, the one my dad had was a 4-door. So let me grab some parts off of this thing. Let me get some things painted, get some things replaced, and I'll be back with the story and reassembly. All right, stay tuned. All right, well, I looked it up on the computer. GW Edition Impala. Does not come up. I have no idea what this is. So you guys, please, by all means, hit me up in the section down below and let me know what the heck I'm missing, right? All right, we've already had the fuel tank installed. We went ahead and went with the whole red underneath. Reason being is, again, a story about my dad. He had purchased a 1964 Impala. It was black. It was a 4-door. Oh, that did not turn out right. Let's get rid of this. And it was a 4-door. Come to find out, it was an ex-police car, so I don't remember what it had underneath the hood. But this thing was a beast, man. I mean, it was a killer. It really was. Let's see. That's that. Try this one again. We'll try it again. Somehow it went white instead of chrome, so I was kind of like, okay, why did it happen that way? No idea. Sometimes it gets goofy. So yeah, so it was a, no, it still looks like crap. Okay, let's go for that one. Okay. The second one looks better. That's the way they're supposed to look, so maybe I'll have to delete that one and probably give it a different one altogether just because it's not working right. Okay. Springs yellow, spring cap, done. Yeah, I don't know why this does this, but this kind of has a gap in between it. I have no idea why. Some cars do that. I think it's because if you narrow the rear end, maybe, I don't know. I have no idea. I'm just guessing. Totally guessing. Let's put the bushing in here. And even though I like these wheels and tires on this car, we are going to go with something. I may go with those, but I am going to go with something a different size. I think I'm going to do. Let's get rid of the plate. We have taken the engine out of there, so we're good. There we go. Let's buy another leaf plate. Let's go over here. I can't believe some of the stuff I've been running into here lately. I am just having myself. Okay, so go here, go here, go paint, and let's go see what it does. That's how I did all the other pieces. So I mean, come on. One piece is going to give me a headache. All right. I put the control arm on. Let's see how this looks. Yeah, much better. All right, so it must have been something. That's one thing I've noticed. If you paint something wrong, sometimes you can't repaint it. So you might as well just ditch the piece and then buy new. That's my advice to you. I've had a couple people in Discord and a couple people. Tim had asked, as well as I've had messages from other people asking about a new car mechanic simulator. When is it coming out? Your guess, ladies and gentlemen, is as good as mine. If I were a betting man, I will guess by the end of this year. They did tease it. They teased it earlier this year. Was it earlier this year? I think they did. I think it was earlier this year. So yeah. So I would suspect to watch. Go over to the Red Dot Discord channel and sign up, and then just kind of wait to see what happens over there, because you never know. Never know what's going to come out, and I tell you what, your guess is as good as mine, but I am just suspecting it's going to be near the end of this year. All right, I'm going to start ripping this thing apart, and we will see you guys in a few minutes once I get all the pieces painted and ready for reassembly. All right? Okay, stand by. All right, we've got the front end all ready to be fabbed up here. And here we go. Again, going with the whole red motif underneath the front end. We went with the TK aftermarket upper and lower control arms on here. I believe they'll work out right. There is a control arm that doesn't quite work out right on one of them. I'm not sure which one it is. It's like a shorty. So if you ever come across that, you'll know what I'm talking about. Let's see here. Go ahead and put the steering rack in. Put the bushings. Rod. So this will go together pretty simple, just like all the others for the most part. I go with the TK aftermarket Brembo brakes too, but I did paint the paint the calipers this time. So yeah, that's pushing back here. There we go. Now we have that all set. All right, let's go down here. Yeah, so this is going to be a beautiful car after I get done with it. I would hate seeing something like this sitting out in the junkyard. If it was sitting out in the junkyard like this, I'd probably give my left arm to try to get a hold of it and bring it in and try to rebuild it. It is seriously so expensive to do some of these things. I can't believe how much people modify cars and take cars and rebuild them. I see, there's a couple of people on YouTube that they go around, they just buy stuff just to buy stuff, and then they transform it into something different, and I'm like, I don't know. I would love to be able to do that, just for the fun of it, but I'm here, I'm playing with you guys, and I think that completes the front end. Let's take a look at our inventory here. Yeah, we can get rid of the old shock absorbers. I kept the drive shaft because that's what we're going to put into it. The 2-carb overhead valve V8 is what came out of it. However, what I'm going to put into it is going to be, well, yeah, I guess it's the 2-carb. I guess I'll go with the dual carb. I thought possibly V8 446 pack. What does that look like? It's kind of sacrilege to. Okay, so 446 pack. That may not look too bad in there. But what I really wanted was this one right here. It's not going to go in, of course. But that's the one I wanted. I could go in and edit it and try to get that in there, but that's 360 horsepower. Problem is if Galley updates it, I'm going to lose this motor. So okay. So Galley, if you're hearing me out, if this motor is compatible, you hear me? If this motor is compatible, please stick that sucker in there. V8 overhead valve SS. All right. Let's go ahead and put some body parts on here. Let's go ahead and strip the interior first. So we're going to take that out. Take that out. Yeah, it does have 2 seats in it. Okay. And I did like the steering wheel, so we are definitely going to keep that. So let's go in here. Go to interiors. I'm definitely liking the Typhoon seats, and I do like the Bandit steering wheel. So those are going to stay. This green color is not going to stay. I'm just telling you that right now. I'm thinking of a couple of options here. One was going to be white with the whole red. But I've done that. I've done it on a couple of vehicles, namely the Mustang over here. So I've done that with the Mustang over there. I've also did it with the 57, which I think I parked. Yeah, I've got the Corvette, so it's the same thing, right? So I've got the Corvette and I've got the Mustang over there. So I think doing it again would be kind of redundant with the white. So I haven't quite figured that out yet. Okay, anything going in there? It does not look like it. Looks like it's a pretty stripped out interior. Let's go ahead and get windshield, hood, fender, bumper, door, rear window. So this is what I need to do here. I need to go fresh imports. Oh my God, I love it. Stock hood. Remove trim. So it doesn't have any trim. That's what it is. No trim on it. So that's what it is. So this has no trim on it. So just a door handle. So no trim. Gotcha. So this is going to be kind of a stealthy looking vehicle. That's for sure. Exhaust system. Got to get that. And we did the windshield in it. Okay. Let's go ahead and get exhaust system. Mirror. Window. Okay, so the exhaust system dumps out right there. Okay, so from the back, it does have a roll bar in it. So when did the roll bar get in there? I don't know. That's okay. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Rear window stock. Trim removed on that. Stock taillights, grid. Stock bumper. Nice. Reason for that is I want the rest of it to look as much stock as possible. Didn't want to look at it like it was really kind of freaky. I mean, let's see there. Ooh, removed. I don't like that. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to customize it a little bit. That's right. we are definitely going to go stock headlights on this thing. I want stock taillights on this thing. So let's go with the stock taillights. Yeah, I know this is not like, I should go with the resto mod too. Kind of like with the trim removed and just keeping it. Okay, so the headlights, stock headlights. Let's go. Okay, so we're not going to get that. Trunk tail light, trunk tail light. Grill, stock. Fender removed. Trim removed. So yeah, that's what we're looking for. Basically, we've removed all the trim, the chrome work on the sides of the car. And we kept it in the front, kept it in the back. Go. Okay, how are we looking as far as puzzle pieces? Frame, interior, bodies, 86%. What am I missing here? Besides, car part 3, front rear license plate. Car part 3. All right, what is car part 3? So let's go through here. 1, 2, antenna. Wheel covers. I could have put a light. Okay, so we're gonna put we could have gotten wheel covers. That's nice. Okay, that's an engine cover. So let's see. Yeah, so we're getting rid of that. Let's put the new engine cover in there. And antenna goes right there. Stock antenna. Okay. So now we'll be like almost 100%. We have to put the license plate on. Now let me go build an engine. And I will be back in a few minutes. All right. And we'll get some wheels and tires on here. This is going to look sweet. So be back in a few minutes. All right. Okay. Stay tuned. Okay. So I did a thing. I went into the car editor. I wanted the 409 and we got a 409. So we built 409 for it. And there for a minute I didn't think it was going to go. But we were able to add the 409 to this car in the car editor. And then, wow, look at how massive that bad boy is. That is just awesome. I am loving it. Shut the hood on this thing. Let's put this thing in the air. All right, I noticed the roll bar in there, so I guess the roll bar gets to stay whatever color it's going to stay. We're going to go ahead and add the transmission, which I've already painted. Gearbox F. Starter. Now, what I don't know is if the exhaust system, see the that doesn't really line up that well with this one in particular, so I don't know. Let's see if we get a couple of these. Okay, so I guess maybe I should have tried to figure out if it would have worked or not. I don't know if that's actually connected. Yeah, that's a short drive shaft, bro. Not sure if that's supposed to work or not, but I have to go into car editor and find out. Maybe because I added that particular engine, maybe that's the reason why. I don't have another engine. I got rid of the one that I had in my inventory. It's gone. So as you can tell, these are the wheels and tires I'm going to put on it. We went with 18s. We stuck with the 255 up front. we painted the centers of these black just to give them just an offset, and kept, hang on, kept the 315 in the back. We kept the diameter chrome. So that's how we're going to do that. But yeah, this ought to look pretty slick by the time I get done. Let me make sure I put the right tire on here. And disappointing that nothing lined up underneath there, but that's okay. The last car, the exhaust didn't line up well either. So I think I've got this completely done pretty much. Except for the body, 92%. I don't have plates on the back of it. So let's go grab ourselves a plate. Of course, Ohio plates. There we go. Put that on here. There we go. Now we're going to lower this down. Now the only reason I went red underneath there is because of the dash. So that's just kind of went with the theme. All right, I'm going to take it over. I'm going to line the headlights and the tires, and I'll meet you over to the paint shop. All right, into the paint booth. My thought right off the bat, I thought a silver would have actually looked really good. A dark metallic silver. That looks pretty classy with the red interior. So I'm thinking either that, right? Or going full on black, and not metallic black. No, we're going to go chrome black, that shiny, shiny black. I'm thinking just, I haven't done many cars in black, and I think this thing just looks kind of stealthy. And my dad's 64 Impala was black. So I think I'm going to stick with that. I'm going to go with the black. Not nothing fancy with this thing, but I think it looks like it is going to beat the hell out of somebody on the street. All right. Actually, what kind of... haven't looked. Was there any... Oh, we have the police. Okay. So we have a police setup, which that looks pretty cool. I like that. But yeah, we're not going to do that. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and send you over to the dyno. Now I've got to take care of a couple of tuning issues with the carbs. Okay. That worked out pretty easy. Nope, that didn't work out. There we go. Okay. Tuned both the carbs. All right, let's go ahead and run a test. She's not sounding that great. I am talking out. Oh my, with all the performance parts in this, factory power alone. Wow. Okay. So I didn't mess with anything other than putting performance parts in it. So yikes, man. That is definitely a beast. Definitely a beast. All right. There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. I'll put this parked right outside the garage entrance there. So there we have, ladies and gentlemen, 1964 Impala. So you tell me, what do you think of this build? Do you like it? Should I save it or do I sell it? Let me know in the comment section down below, and thanks for watching. I certainly appreciate it. I was going to tint the windows, but I think I like the idea of seeing that roll cage in there. So yeah. Let me know what you think, and I will talk with you all soon. This is Hurst Quayzar saying good night, everyone.